Hello everyone, this is Sam from fightforex.info. Today I'm going to make a video about what is commonly referred to as an expert advisor, right? So this is only for those who are very new to forex trading and very new to, um, like you can see on my screen, what is called as a Metatrader platform. And my attempt today is to make a helpful video for those newcomers or newbies who want to really understand what is a MetaTrader expert advisor and how to use it, right? So the goal here is to really give that very basic information. If you are an experienced forex trader and already have worked with MetaTrader platform, this video is not really for you. There's nothing new in this for you. You probably already know all this stuff. But again, for the ones that are starting out, who are new to this and want to understand more, the video is really for them. Okay? So let's first start by asking a simple question. What is a MetaTrader expert advisor, right? So if you have installed your MetaTrader software, you'll see something when you click on the navigator icon, something called as expert advisors. And depending on how many you have installed, you have those showing up here, right? Now, in layman's terms, expert advisor is nothing but a computer program that is written specifically to execute on this MetaTrader 4 software, and it is designed or developed or written to perform certain actions, right? Um, the actions can be anything from opening or closing trades automatically for you, which is also called as auto or robot trading, or it can be as simple as making some indications on the chart or send you notifications or whatnot, right? So expert advisors have various purposes, but at the end of the day, they are programs written to run and perform certain actions on your MetaTrader platform. And the way you use them is by installing them or adding them and running them on the charts. So MetaTrader Expert Advisor needs a chart to run and to perform its actions, right? So given the fact that it's a program or computer software, so to say, or software program written to execute certain actions on a chart, you need to write the program commands in some editor. That is where the meta quotes language editor, you see this MQL meta quotes language editor icon up here. When you click on that, you basically open what is called as the editor for writing these MetaTrader expert advisors, right? So the concept is simple. You need the editor to write the program. Of course, you need to know the programming language that is very specific to this. And then you write those programs and then you compile them. Once you compile them, it just converts this text that is written, which are the commands, and creates what is called as the executable, which is .ex4 file. You see there are two files here, .ex4 and MQL4. That's what it creates when you compile it. And this ex4 file is what then executes on the chart, which shows up here, and then you can add it to the chart and execute it, right? Or install it to do certain actions, right? So quickly recapping again, so there are two components. One is this program written in what is called as MetaQuotes editor, which is then compiled to create an executable, which is the ex4 file, which is then shows up here, and then you add it to the chart, right? So every MetaTrader 4 expert advisor has two components to it, and showing you again, the components are the ex4 file and the corresponding MQL4 file. So when somebody is saying that they want to give you an expert advisor to execute, they may or may not give you both of them, but they must give you the ex4 file, because without the ex4 file you can't do much with it. Or otherwise you have to get the MQL file, which is an uncommon thing. I've not seen many people, because that's their code, that's their intellectual property. So they would typically not expose this or not share this with you, the actual MQL4 file, but they will give you the ex4 file. Now, if you have only the MQL4 file, which is unlikely, but just in case, you can always open that file, put that file in the experts folder. I'll show you that in a minute. Open it, and it should show you the program, and then compile it to get. So once you hit compile, it compiles, as you can see down here, and then you get the ex4 file, which then shows up here, and then you can add to the chart to do whatever that file is supposed to do, right? So clear till this point, I hope. So now you understand what's an expert advisor. Let us see how we add it to a chart, right? So adding to a chart, or sometimes the terminology used is install it on the chart or execute it on the chart, all the same basically. So you essentially get the file. Let's see if I have anything. Yeah, right here. So I downloaded this package, and I have the expert advisor, which is the ex4 file. In this case, I don't have the MQL4. That's fine. You don't need it to execute on the chart. You just need the ex4 file. So I have this. So you may have a similar scenario where somebody sent you the expert advisor, or you got it from somewhere and downloaded it, and now your next task is to use it, right? Is to install it on your chart. Now, how do you do that? So you basically open the folder where your expert advisor file is, in this case ex4 file. Then you open your MetaTrader 4 platform. Then you go to your MQL editor here, and you open this navigator window. So again, this navigator window may be hidden. So click on this button up here, that's navigator button, and you'll see this bunch of folders under the folder called MQL4. Just right click on this, say open folder, and it should open the folder in your Windows Explorer. Keep this on the side. Go to the folder where you have your expert advisor, and all you do is just drag and drop, right? Here it says replace the file, because I already have it. So yeah, I mean, you can replace it if you already have it, or you can just copy it new. Once the file is copied in this folder, which was nothing but the folder that you opened by right clicking here, right? Open folder, that is this folder. Once you have the file here, all you have to do is then go back to your MetaTrader 4 platform, go to expert advisors. Again, it is under this navigator window, right click and refresh. When you refresh, the new expert advisor will show up here. So let's assume that this is the new one that I just added. Now the next task is for you to add it to the chart, or install it on the chart, or execute it on the chart. All the same, it means the same thing. All you do, either double click and it opens this, and whatever chart is active, it just tries to add it to that chart, right? You put in certain parameters. So some of the important ones are these. So if your expert advisor does trading for you, you need to say allow live trading. It has to be checked. If your expert advisor has some additional library files, which are the DLL files that it uses, you have to check this, and I'll show you where the DLL files go. And depending on what all your expert advisor does, you may want to check these boxes. Most of the time they have additional DLL file. If that is the case, you check this and then you click OK. When you click OK, you should see that expert advisor in the right hand corner with a smiley face. Now the smiley face may be a frowning face for you at times, and that is because you haven't enabled what is called as auto trading. So if you remove that, it turns into a frowning face. If you enable it, it turns into a smiley face. So at the end of the day, you want smiley face if you want your expert advisor to do actual trading. And that's about it. That's what it means to add the expert advisor to your chart, or install it on your chart, or execute it on your chart, or whatever you want to call it. It's really very simple. It's not rocket science or not very difficult. But unless you know these specific steps, a person who is new to this can struggle. So that's why I made this video. Hopefully it's useful for you. Now, before I close out, let me show, because I had said that there is possibility that your expert advisor has some dynamic linked libraries that come with it. In that case, you have to use this checkbox, allow it, right? And I'm going to cancel out of it, but of course you'll have to click OK. But in that case, that expert advisor, whoever provided that, you should also give that DLL file as well. So you should have the ex4 file and the however number of DLL files that this expert advisor uses. Those also should be available to you in the package or whatever information they sent you. All you do is then copy those in a folder. Going back to your editor, see there is this includes, and I believe, oh sorry, my bad, it's not includes, the libraries. This is where you will put the I believe the DLL files. Like for example, for MyFX book, they provide a DLL file, and many people struggle who are new to this because they don't add this DLL file in this folder. So the DLL files go in this. So you right click on libraries, open the folder, and copy those .dll files in here. Okay. Once you do that, and once you check that checkbox here that says allow DLL imports and click OK, then your expert advisor would work, because then it would be able to read the DLL files it needs and all that. The other key point is MT4, the Metatrader 4, has this specific folder structure. You cannot have an expert advisor which is outside of this folder. Okay? It has to be in this folder, otherwise you won't be able to see it here and you won't be able to use it, right? So that's another tip. I think that's important. Okay, so again, hopefully this was useful. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to comment. Again, this is Sam from fightforex.info, and do visit us or subscribe to the channel so that you can get future videos as well. Okay, thanks.